Jace, we're back.
Are we?
I wasn't here yesterday.
Turn around and he'll be back. There you go, he's back.
I'm back. It's back.
And I was looking at what you've done.
You couldn't tell.
Initially, no, I couldn't tell actually, no. And I found this cover. So what we do is we take one of these covers and we put it on that side, and you'll see the bit that hangs down. See this bit that hangs down? Well, it hangs down and it covers all the fuel lines quite nicely, as required for cert over here, so that's quite nice. And then I look back and I found this number 2 drive shaft hoop. And that's looking quite lovely in there, tucked away, very discreet. Bolted up, or actually welded up onto the chassis, so it's nice and strong, so that's well done. And you told me there was a breather line. Look at that. So that part of the fuel system is now completed. That's completed. Drive shaft hoops completed. There's no exhaust. No exhaust.
I'm not the exhaust guy.
No. Out the front, oil coolers mounted, and there's some power steer lines that have been made up, ready to go over to be crimped up and finished off.
Watch out, there's a problem.
Oh, there's a puddle. So I think today we'll look at sorting out those bimbos and mounting them up. Where are the bimbos? Oh, there's one.
So there one.
And we'll check on rotor dimensions. Okay, that's awesome. Bring it down. Yes, we'll clear the table up plenty. We've also had some fans arrive, so I've got boxes of spars. And we've had this derail dual speed fan arrive. So we'll have a look at fitting that up as the main radiator fan. We've had a heap of other little bits and pieces arrive. A swivel thermostat housing. What else did I get?
Dipstick.
Oh, the dipstick arrived. Yeah.
I actually don't know how that's going to fit through there, but we'll work that out. There's kind of an engine mount and a
Yeah, it's pretty tight, eh?
oh, look at bends.
Yeah, lucky it is fixable. We probably should get these off so we get that bit buzzed up fairly early on one of your trips.
Yeah, I've got the power steering ones.
Yeah, get that underway. Very good. All right. Oh, and heater hoses. All the fun stuff.
Let's get radiator hoses done first.
Very good.
Heater hoses are quite easy.
Yeah, we just got to watch because there's a different size.
So I know that. I can
Just
see
to
that.
annoy us. Why do they do that sort of crap? No, very good.
Shoe.
Yep. Is it big? Yeah, but I reckon we should cut that snout off. I reckon you get your grinder and you whip the end of that off. I reckon you whip it off here so we can go straight into a bend. It's a big fan.
Big fan.
That's a big fan.
That's a big fan. It's quite heavy too.
Do we need more power to run to push the fan along the road?
Yeah, we need a bump stick.
You and your bloody bump stick. We're not putting a bump stick in it.
So I need to ring them. So it needs a bump stick. Choppity chop, choppity chop, choppity chop.
That's all I hear from you, eh? All I hear.
Putting a bump stick in your one then.
In the next one,
Yeah, in your one.
the next one, we're going to refer to that as the next one. Okay? We're not saying anything about that. That is the next. Am I just going to hear bump stick with the next one as well?
Yeah, that's why you're gonna just
The whole time?
You're just gonna order it, and then the bump stick's done.
I think you'll make it fit. You think you'll make it fit? Otherwise, I've got those files.
I wish I had room on my engine bay for that.
I got a spare one for the next one.
Do what?
Right, off I go. You good?
Good.
That's the same stud pattern, Jace. Wait, language. Look at that. That's funny. Have you got our favourite?
Yeah, snorer.
Yeah. The Sora bottom hose. It does just about every job.
Just about. Problems I can't get it off.
Don't need to know your personal problems. So we go to the box of spares and we start trying to make up some hoses.
This one might leak though.
I'm not sure the PVC is going to work now. Gelf?
Oh, Calf. Oh. Yep. Beautiful.
Well, that gives us the idea of what we're trying to achieve. If I had a bend pipe of some sort, it would allow us then to go to the hose place to see what they've actually got. One of the suppliers to see what we can mix and match. So we've got a swivel thermostat housing here. Can go either way, any way we want. That's making our bottom hose a bit easier. We're trying to fit that big fan in there as well. And we've got to remember we're putting an intake in here as well. So we've got an intake coming through here. We've got a top hose and we've got a bottom hose and a fan. So that's what we're working on at the moment.
A flying saucer.
You like that, eh?
I'm tempted to fire it out to see if it take off.
Yeah.
Just don't want my fingers even near it. Does it come with mounting hardware?
Yeah, in the box. Yeah, those things that get pushed straight through the radiator.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
No. And there's some rubbers for here.
There'll be a course size. It'll be ready to size build the core.
Yeah. Okay. So the idea, we're going to do a right angle here, down, then we're going to do a metal right angle there, and Jace has already cut the snout off the water pump, so we're pushing it right back on. I think we can go back another, we'll get about 5 mils off that.
Yeah, it needs about 5 mil just to clear that fan.
Yeah, about 5 mils more off that one. And if we do a temporary joiner on that bottom hose for the moment, we can have that sorted as well.
Well, unless we just make it, unless we get once I get the photos, the Simon's going to send me photos of
Some beams, yep.
of beams and stuff. We might be able to make the whole lot out of a silicon 90, and then just weld a couple of beams together.
Yep.
Just and do the bottom hose.
Yep.
The same.
Cool. Okay. If you've got...
Saves cutting
Yep.
upper, because this is quite precious.
I'm good. Yep. Okay. Cool. Are we going to put a radiator, an extra fan on the front?
I don't know. Was that fan going to do the aircon as well? I did remove aircon out of vehicles.
Yeah, don't do that. No, I think it'll work.
What, the big front?
Yeah, I reckon it'll work.
Low speed for the aircon and
Yeah.
who half for the big
Yeah.
one.
What are we going to lose?
From the fan on it.
We have to put another fan on the front. We've got full room at the front, so if you want to do it now, it's going to be easier to put it on now.
Yes, I know this.
Because you've got your cooler at the bottom, because you haven't put the cooler here, like we did on the 3UZ version, so we've got a cooler here.
And all it is all the way mounted off last time was off that brace and under here. There's only one mount on it holding the fan in.
Go into here. There's fans there, the same fan, so maybe we'll put a fan in and then we'd know we've got a fan. Then we'll have fans for Africa. I don't want it getting hot.
I think it's getting off.
So, yeah, okay, let's put a third fan in. We'll put a fan here, and then we'll put that dual fan on the back. I'll find some numbers for that heater hoses, or at least to come out here. If you want to get some heater hose going, it's going to run, so from the back, bring it round here. Remember, we're going to have an airbox, and we'll bring from here up. Well, one can go all the way because it's 16 over there and it's 16 there. And then the smaller, or the bigger one, the short one with the joiner up to here. Right, cool. Commodore? I got a Commodore in stock.
Yeah.
Funny how I've got a Commodore in stock, eh?
But it's got worn out back tyres too.
Wonder why no one knows anything about wearing out back tyres. No?
Makes Pat's kids a bit harder now.
I know. There's a silerator.
Is it a silerator?
Oh, we won't say anything about that.
Or did you tap it, did you?
Almost.
So do we just put the front tyres on it, on the back?
Just about, yeah. So I've been on the phone. We've been doing measuring, checking penetration of wheel studs, nuts, whatever. Penetration. I'm checking penetration. We've got a set of rotors organised. Got a set of pads organised. We have put this wheel on and it just touches. So a phone call to my mate over at Mag and Turbo in Hamilton, Bruce, and we're going to try a 5mm spacer to try and just alleviate that mag wheel touching that big Brembo. Give the Brembo a rub. Oh yes. So brakes are underway. Heater hose is underway. We're playing with that, trying to get that sorted. A lot. You have been barking lots and lots and lots. Jace. What does that look like?
Oh, this.
Does that look like a 19 to 16mm adapter?
No.
That's what it is. If we get stuck, there's an option.
This doesn't fit anymore. I think it's more that. No, yeah, good, but no.
Jace has been doing fans. This is the derail fan. Yeah, that's moving some air, eh? Yeah, that was sheer moving air. And quiet.
Yeah, they're not wet with just the round.
It's got to fire the low speed up first, I believe.
Oh, okay.
You've got to fire the low. and then you fire the high.
It's like the like low speed, and then
Jason also mounted a second fan on the front. We had it here. We thought we can't have too many fans, so it's got a Spar 12-inch on the front of it, and it's got this derail fan, which I've heard lots of good things about. That one, derail, high output, 18217, 17-inch high output rad fan.
look how we can put that there.
Jace modified the bottom of the factory cover, and now he's going to fill it full of holes because there's actually nowhere for the air to go. Just using it as a mounting bracket for the fan, and built up some other brackets. So now he takes it all apart and paints it.
There's holes in
Be
it.
like Michelangelo,
Well,
be the painter.
well, my paint booth is a bit wet at the moment.
That's weird as weather, isn't it? Right.
I don't think they've seen our paint booth, have they?
No. What have you been doing?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. Don't look like I've done anything.
There's a thingy in the front, a whirly thing.
That's not the well. There's one in the front. There's one in there in the front.
There's a whirly thing at the front.
Yep.
There's a second whirly thing there, which is in the way of the intake now. It's actually, you've done a really nice job of mounting it. It looks really smart. And we were always going to have a problem with the intake, weren't we?
No, do I want to put the skinny fan in there?
No, because I know how much air that moves and it's way nicer.
Yeah. It's quite chilly this afternoon, wasn't it?
Yep. Yep. And spark plug leads fitted.
Yes. That was just.
And a dipstick.
Yeah, it's an odd place, but and it's too long. It'll always be full of oil.
Yeah. So we've got to sort that out. And cut off an aircon line.
Yep.
Sorting aircon, and the heater hose is started. So hopefully we'll.
Booster line on.
Oh yes, that brake booster. Wait, you just connected the Holden one straight onto the Toyota one.
Yeah. I cut this much off it.
It's awesome. Cool. Oh, booster back in too.
I need to connect the other open inside. Just really motivated to do that. Hopefully I've got the clevers in the pedal. I'll get the booster back out again.
Yeah.
I'll get the stuff from down the road tomorrow.
The welding, so we got injectors. Of course, you got the injectors out, so putting that pressure sensor in. So that's out. Getting some bits and pieces welded.
Power steering line.
Power steer line to go in. Yep, getting welded. Yep.
See if my template works.
Oh yeah, you were never good at jigsaws or stuff at school, eh? And cutting up things with scissors. It wasn't your forte.
Hey, works so far.
Yep. But most of this isn't scissors.
I
So
was
we.
good at cutting up stuff with scissors. They make a big mess.
Yeah, you still do. So we'll try and find some hoses tomorrow. We'll try and work around some probably some silicon. You thinking? Think some silicon?
Yeah, silicone and some tubes. I guess.
And then we start moving on to some more wiring again. Saw that charcoal canister. That was an ugly one they sent. I didn't like that one.
That's nice.
Oh, that's inconvenient, isn't it? We probably should bleed a clutch, bleed the brakes.
Can't bleed the brakes at the moment because the brakes.
Oh yeah, I was doing brake stuff, eh?
Yeah.
We got the Brembos fitted,
There might be a bit of a leak.
and we've got rotors being made. They've got the centre hole to be done, and a 5mm spacer's ordered. Hopefully that's all turns up and works. We're trying to get away with these studs. Wheel nuts have to go on a certain number of turns to give us our penetration, so hopefully we're okay. We're crossing our fingers, and then we'll work on brake lines, which actually Jace could probably look at brake lines tomorrow, so we could have a work out what we're doing. Come up with a plan if we need to get some stuff on Friday. Connect some wires, make it go.
Here's my air temp.
Yes, it's your air temp. Just in case you need to do the temperature of the fan.
Well, we could put this in, where is it? That intake on, which has the temperature sensor out the front.
It won't fit either.
Someone decided to put the Hilux radiator in it.
I know. It does look good too. And it just bolts in. The Hilux one bolts in. Real easy. And the hoses are going to work relatively easy.
The air intake is a problem.
Just the intake becomes a problem because someone bought a big fan. Righto.
And if we mount it low, it would look dumb.
Another day tomorrow.
Swap.